Hello, Earthlings, and welcome to Every Day is Earth Day, the podcast with Fiona Dempster. This is episode 132, and today I was inspired to make this podcast based off of a Facebook posting that I just read from a friend of mine who lives in Florida. And it says, as of today, we lost 220 manatees, 165 sea turtles, over 20 dolphins, and over 60 tons of fish due to a red tide. Wow. That's a lot of ocean critters being lost at one time. And, red tides are naturally occurring, but this is pretty severe. So, my curiosity today with this posting is, what are the manatees, the sea turtles, the dolphins, and the fish, by their death, what are they trying to communicate and tell us about the status of the ocean around the world? I could focus directly on Florida, and yet the ocean in Florida is connected to the bigger picture of the oceans around the world. So, what do animals and these sea creatures, because we've had, big whales beach themselves, large groups of dolphins. Excuse me. This is a rather intense topic for my body. I keep yawning, and when I yawn, that means there's an energy that's shifting and possibly changing, and more information that I could be willing to be aware of. So thank you for bearing with my silent moments, and I'm trying to suppress yawns, which are just coming and coming and coming today with this conversation. So that's really my curiosity is, what do you know about animals and animals dying by seemingly, natural occurrences? What's underneath that, or beneath that, or below that, or behind that, or under that, or, somehow cloaked by, right? Like what is this really attempting to show us, or what conversation can we have now about these things that are showing up? Oh, again, forgive me. Because this is nothing new. This is not, it's just the volume is surprising and really could be, very disheartening and heartbreaking. And what if we didn't have to go into the trauma and the drama and lock that into our body, but receive any information that is available to you? Because you're going to have different awarenesses. You're going to have different information from these animals that maybe you can bring up in conversation, with people who can take action about what's happening. I mean, this is a real, for me, wake-up call for the health and the well-being of the oceans. Because if a red tide is totally out of control, then that's, the sign of something really out of whack. So, because the ocean has been really good at taking care of, these disruptions, and similar to our bodies, right? So that's my curiosity today. Just something to think about and tap into. Like, would you be willing to put your barriers down and beyond the upset and the trauma and the drama? Because this is tough news, tough to report, but it's a conversation we can have. Like, what's really going on here, and what are these animals trying to tell us, that we can then redirect ourselves and take different action and make different choices that will allow our ocean and our ocean critters to thrive. So Thanks for joining me on this episode of Every Day is Earth Day, and I hope you join me another day. Bye.